Hey everybody. So what we are is a knowledge layer for AI-based applications and agents. So Graphlit, I mean, you're probably familiar with RAG, you've heard all these terms. There's so much happening every week. And what we built is a developer platform as an easy button. Pull in all your data, provide one API that you can integrate. And it's not just about chatbots, it's really about, I mean, the full suite of agents, agent frameworks, and we can provide that layer of all your knowledge that you're pulling in. So we can go to the demo. So here we're just showing, I mean, how do you actually sign up for Graphlit? How do you use it? We're showing the basically log in, create a project, and this becomes your knowledge base for putting all of the data that you want to use with your apps or your agents. And we support everything from Slack to email to web crawling. Even yesterday just launched Twitter. And there's a playground in the developer portal. You can essentially get chat over your data. But really, it's more than that. And so what we'll show next is, you probably have heard this term MCP. It's really been the hot button from the last week or so. And we've just released an MCP server, which provides access through, say, like Claude Desktop, IDEs like Cursor, WindSurf, on top of the knowledge layer that we're providing at Graphlit. And so what you can do with that is pull in documentation for APIs, pull in linear tickets, Jira, email, Slack, into a common knowledge base that you can share across your different IDEs. Because what we're really finding is, I mean, all these IDEs need that common sort of memory layer. And so here's a demo using something from Block called Goose. And it's a command line app that is an MCP client, and we've installed our Graphlit MCP server into that. And I'm a Kraken fan, so I was asking about Bowie, our mascot. And what you're seeing here is it's walking through an agentic workflow, and I didn't write any code. So this isn't, say, like Crew AI or different agent frameworks like that. We're literally just having the MCP client and a reasoning model from like Claude 3.7 figure out the agentic workflow and then call into web crawling, web search. It can actually ingest images. And so we're actually, I literally did one prompt at the start, and it's essentially like a deep research concept where the MCP client is responsible for the thought process and then calling into our MCP server. And so this can be used across, I mean, you can use it for personal use. I mean, I've used it for marketing research. You can use it for, investigating things about your code, use it within something like Klein or Cursor. And what we have here is, we actually did the research, and then we can even pull in images and use multimodal models and do searching across that. And so we could do similarity search across content that you brought in. So you can really see this as kind of a common multimodal knowledge layer. And this is where, I actually had it Slack myself a report on different mascots that it looked up, and even an audio-generated summary was pushed to Slack. And you could do this to email, you could do it to Slack, you could do it to anywhere. So sign up for Graphlit, free to start with. We have an MCP server you can use in a lot of different MCP clients. And yeah, try us out.
All right, thank you, Kirk.